whoa.
Watch your step, kid.
Oh, thanks.
I know it ain't fancy, but it'll have to work for now. Amaya Blackstone, nice to meet you.
Graham, the pleasure's mine. It's nice to see all these bridges are getting fixed.
All these bridges? No, kid. This contract is over. Daventry can't afford me anymore. They can't even afford oil for the crumbler over there. My own invention, of course.
Oh, what does a crumbler do?
It lifts, it chops, it crumbles. Most importantly, it brings in the monies, which are desperately needed. Been kind of rough around here lately.
It seems that way. Daventry's been an interesting experience so far. Different from what I read in my travel books. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if it's for me.
Don't worry, kid. It's not you. This kingdom's been going downhill ever since the Queen died. And now, with the bridges out, no one can get into Daventry. It's really quiet. I hate the silence. I'm a woman of action, if you couldn't tell. Quiet towns don't pay the bills.
I can see that.
Well, I should get going. Perhaps someone's wandered into my shop. If you make it there, come say hi. I'm on the left.
So, how did you find an eye?
Was a hideous beast lurking inside. Ouch! Rude! Shame. These could have been carved into really nice jack-o'-lanterns. King Edward gave us everything we have. His legacy was tarnished in his later years, but he was a once great man, and he left me with a Daventry to grow into the kingdom it is today.
No one should notice one bell missing. I better stand on this side of the rock.
It wouldn't budge. Ha, what a peculiar trap.
All right, sugar shrooms. Almost there. World's greatest and only floating island.
Starberries framed a serene view. Shame about that buzzing beehive, though.
Bees!
I ruined the bees' day and that lovely meal. That didn't need a bell. I never waste food.
Seems like a waste of money.
That didn't fit there.
Grandpa, that's not going to work.
I wasn't always the master archer you see before you now.
How'd you learn?
We'll get to that part.
Don't worry. The Wedsels will be here soon, Princess Madeline. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with the craftsmanship of these traps. Ugh, I'm gonna wipe that stupid feather off his face. When I'm a knight, things are gonna be very different. If Skinny Pants makes it the tournament, I'll smash him in the next round.
You just pranced into a dark cave filled with vicious wolves?
You know, I'm not sure. Maybe I should pause for reflection.
Ugh.
I never waste food. That didn't need a bath.
This was on my bucket list.
Hey, stop wiggling, Madeline. You're tickling my belly. He was right, you know. I do have snacks hidden in there.
How precious. The badger wanted to make friends with the squirrels.
Get out of here! Scram! Shoot! Beat it! Ugh, these dumb lanterns are always breaking. You hear that, Chester? You're a hack! Not everyone around here takes pride in their work like I do. Unfortunately, those blue flames are the only things that spook the pack. So I'm forced to return to their shop of wizardry and toiletries. Wetzel wolves are super aggressive this time of year. Usually, they travel north to the hills of Serenia for mating season. But like us, they are stranded here until the bridges are fixed. Hey, kid, can you do me a favor?
I can try.
Can you help me keep that back door closed? I run the local Wetzel Wolf Watch program here in town. There's patches getting made. If you keep that door closed, you can be an official member. Think it over. Patches!
I walked into town with my last coin. Whatever path I chose to pursue for my eye would need to be cheap.
Well, then give me a second.
You aren't the delivery boy, are you? That merchant is usually so prompt with our rare, miraculous, and oftentimes delicious ingredients.
Oh, hush feathers, Chester. This boy's no courier. He desires a position in King Edward's court. He appears to be a compassionate gentleman, but he is clearly out of his comfort zone. He is one who needs to think more with his brain and less with his heart if he is going to defeat the contenders in this year's night tournament.
Zounds! Did you just read my fortune?
No, we're just very old and very judgmental people.
It's true we're judges. This is my judging face.
Ariel and I don't read fortunes anymore.
Yep. There was no future in it.
We couldn't tell fortunes if we wanted to. Some scoundrel stole our fortune table whilst we were watching the parade.
Mm-hmm. You haven't seen anyone rolling around Daventry with our tabletop, have you?
I'm sorry. I couldn't find anyone to pay. A man was stranded in the forest and needed a wheel, so I borrowed your table and lent it to him.
Oh, that's actually pretty clever. We can't be mad at that, can we? We were about to toss that old table anyway. Glad it's being put to use.
Oh, thank the stars. We don't have to lock our doors anymore.
Think we're safe as your victim to cluck like a chicken. Temporarily, of course.
Those ones are expired, though, so they're just for display.
I think
It
I
reminds
know
me
where
of
you
our
used
son.
this. And it wasn't
I
here.
always miss him
That
this
didn't
time
need
of
a
year.
bell.
The only thing we can sell you for 1 gold coin is that blue flamed lantern. It's broken, though, and needs something to house it.
Something mysterious and magical was brewing in that pot.
Hey, Graham. If you like sharp things, you've come to the right place. We have over 23. Oh, forgive me. Last night was a little rough. I woke up on the floor, my bed nowhere to be found. Can you believe that? What type of yahoo steals a bed while you're sleeping in it? And the most curious part, nothing else is missing. Anyway, take a look around. Let me know if something piques your interest. Back away from the crumbler. Unless you have 50 gold coins for a work order. You can post a work order on anything you want lifted, chopped, or crumbled. Then I'll bring out Mrs. Crumbler to fulfill the order.
How much for that twisty dagger over there?
It's not for sale. Needs a bit more work.
Oh!
Don't touch that, Graham, or you might be the one losing an eye. Hello.
Do you have any idea where I can hunt down an eye of a hideous beast?
What a glorious day for a tournament. My favorite time of year. Fire-eyed new recruits, the clanks and clinks of armor clashing, and the action the very finest. One hopeful always rises to the occasion. I love it all. Some people in town, they complain about the barbaric events, but it's a tradition I'm proud to be a part of. If I was competing, I'd go after the biggest, scariest beast I could find, even if it meant certain death. As they say, fortune favors the bold. You, on the other hand, have a kind heart. Probably wouldn't blind a beast just to win a competition. Your arms look like they've never even held a bow. No, you're just too nice. But perhaps you'll prove me wrong.
So, I've been meaning to ask. What is that amazing blade for? Is it for battling vicious werebears? How many ice orcs has it slain? Does it deal justice? Is it road legal? Is it made of fear?
Oh, that? No, that's for gardening. I use it to trim my hedges. Seeing as my place is all tended to, and my petunias are most lovely, I'm willing to part with it for the price of 1 shiny gold coin. I'm sure you've got a prickly situation that needs attending.
How much for that gardening tool?
1 shiny gold coin.
Bye.
Make your move.
Hello there, and good afternoon. Forgive the shop from lacking our usual favorites. With all the bridges out and my supplier missing, I can't keep all my delicious treats stocked. But have a look around. I'm here to answer any questions. Her butter. It's the spice of life. I hope. Yes, lad?
That's not a delicious, chocolate, hideous beast's eye cake I smell cooking, is it?
Looking for an eye, are you? Well, it must be that time of year again. Frankly, I can't tolerate it. The Fays weren't raised that way. It's archaic! So much fighting and needless killing! Compassion comes from the heart, you know? As does food. If you want to get to the heart of any problem, all you need is pie. You look like a compassionate fella, like myself. And I think we're going to get along right as raisins. Please, don't take part in the violence.
Got any free samples?
Oh, today only. I'm letting people sample our new walnut strudel. However, I ran out of bitter root. It's really nasty on its own, but it really brings out the nutty flavor of the strudel. It usually grows under big, heavy rocks. If you can find me some, you can have all the free samples you want.
How do I get my free sample?
Well, bring me some bitter root. It's what I need to finish my walnut strudel. It grows under big, heavy rocks.
Good day.
Don't forget to follow your heart.
Oh, custard! Oh, just like my mom used to make.
Oh, I'm saving that pie for a special occasion. Sorry.
The sign read, "Ask us about our free samples." Money doesn't grow on trees.
He reminds me of our son.
I always miss him this time of year.
He dreamed of becoming a knight, too. I wish he would visit more.
Or at least write. He was quite handy around the shop, though, especially with potions.
He'll return. He just has some adventures of his own to seek. Dearie, where are my dried reptile skins?
Well, where did you leave them? Yes, boy.
Do you have any eyes of hideous beasts in stock?
An eye, you say? Yes, yes. Your name, please?
It's Graham. Last name?
Graham, with a G, I assume. I don't see your name on this list. Oh, you did pre-order, right?
Pre-order?
Oh, yes, this time of year our eyes fly off the shelves.
If you haven't pre-ordered, you're out of luck. Our eyes are completely on back order. If you'd like, we can put you on the waiting list for our next shipment.
When will that arrive?
We get shipments every 8 months.
I'm afraid that won't work.
Well, hang on a sec. It's Graham, right? May we bend your ear for a bit?
Bend away.
You need an eye for the tournament, I'm guessing.
Yes, I have always dreamed of becoming a knight.
Why? With Daventry's addendums this and proclamations that, it seems a frightful business. Do you have any idea how many royal guards we lose to that voracious moat monster?
Well, my father was a knight, and my grandfather was a knight, and my great-grandfather, well, he was a dentist, but his father was a knight. Basically, I come from a long line of protecting crowns. I started looking for knight jobs while I was still in the academy, but once I graduated, all the opportunities had dried up. I might not fit in here, but Daventry's my last shot.
Oh, you'll fit in just fine. It might be too late to capture the rule-defined eye of a hideous beast, but rules will bend for those who can outsmart the rule-makers.
So, I've just gotta know, what is brewing in that cauldron? Is it a transfiguration elixir? Is it an invincibility potion? If I drink it, will I understand the language of creatures? Will I sprout the wings of an eagle? Or a fly?
Oh, this? Teeth-whitening potion.
Oh, it's gonna change everything.
Watch this. Behold the power of whitening!
Oh, well. Oh, well, we're still working out the kinks. While we're still in the prototype phase, feel free to dip whatever you want in there free of charge.
Fare thee well.
Always look on the smart side of life. Go ahead and dunk it.
Ta-da!
Nice idea, Gwendolyn, but not quite what I did in this tale.
How did the bell work on that? I know.
Nice idea, Gwendolyn, but not quite what I did in this tale.
I know.
Nice idea.
Chester, you stay away from those. Bells are always good for a distraction or two. The only thing we can sell you for 1 gold coin is that blue-flamed lantern. It's broken, though, and needs something to house it.
kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
That didn't need a bell.
I think I know where you used this, and it wasn't here. I think
That didn't need a...
Seems like a waste of money.
Hey, Graham. What can I get you?
How much for that gardening tool?
1 shiny gold coin.
What was your advice again?
We need a traditionally brave knight in Daventry. One that can cut through all the new policies and rules, and instead get out there and protect our borders from enemies. We need a knight that can fight off our dragons.
Bye.
Don't forget leg day! These are far too sweet for my taste.
That didn't need a bell.
Did you do it? Did you spend your only gold coin on the epic weed whacker?
I did. The mold costs a fortune.
Now, Graham, promise me you will only use this for its intended purpose.
I shall be brave in all my hedge trimmings.
Those plants will never see it coming.
I was a few steps behind, but I was hopeful a beast was in that well, and I wanted an eye to impress everyone.
But Grandpa, the dragon lives down there.
I didn't know that yet, Gwendolyn, and pretend you don't either. This story takes place before the one I told you last night. Sometimes a story is best told out of order.
Oh, got it.
I was out of my league down there, but I had something to prove. I guess you could say I was stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Stop stalling, Grandpa. I know the dragon is down there.
Hey! Whatever's down here, it's mine.
The dragon!
Stalama. Afamata. Afamata? Stalama. Stalama.
And that's what happens to those who do not.
The dragon!
Stalama. Afamata. 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 Afamata.
And that's what happens.
The dragon!
Stalama. Afamata. Afamata? Afamata. Afamata. Water. Afamata. Afamata? Stalama. Stalama. Afamata. Stalama. 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 Afamata? Afamata. Stalama. Afamata? Afamata.
And then we pause there for some.
Water. Afamata. Afamata? Stalama.
What was it?
Water. Afamata? Afamata. Stalama.
What was it?
Water. Affamata. Affamata. Stalama. Stalama. Affamata. 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 Water.
And then we paused there for some tea and cake.
No, we didn't.
Water.
Wait, 2 eyes?
Yes, and another surprise. We didn't share your excitement. I took the long way, he took the astounding way. No matter, that eye would be mine. This story sure is dragging on.
But we're at the good part.
I toasted to my new fire-breathing friend.
Grandpa!
Hookah.
Off another!
Hookah.
Stalama! Stalama!
Hookah.
Off another!
Hookah.
Off another!
Buta!
Afanat.
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 Buta!
Afanat. Afanat.
Puta!
Afanat.
Puta!
Afanat.
Buta!
Afanat.
Puta!
Afanat.
Puta!
Afanat.
Puta!
Stalama. Stalama.
Ooh. Puta!
Afanat.
Buta!
Afanat.
Buta!
Afanat.
Puta!
Afanat.
Buta!
Afana.
Buta!
Afana.
Buta!
Stalama. Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Afana.
Buta!
Stalama. Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Afana.
Buta!
Stalama. Stalama.
Ooh. Buta!
Afana. Hey, do you think we could share that dragon eye?
Shreki, affirmata.
My thoughts exactly.
Shreki. Buddha.
Abanada!
No!
I'm done. I am done. This is not for me.
Going somewhere?
Yes, I'm going home, where I belong. I was promised wonder and adventure and fantastical floating islands. And what I got was a Daventry that will never live up to what it once was.
Daventry needs you, Graham. I know it's not what you expected, but give it time. We can work through the kinks together. It can be great once again with the right people in charge.
I'm not that person. And you should stop believing in me. It could get you killed.
Fine. Leave. Be a dentist for all I care. I guess Achaka was wrong.
What?
Nothing. It was nice meeting you, Graham.
Spill it.
Well, Achaka and I were chatting during your chivalry test, and he had some thoughts about you. Didn't you find it odd that Achaka entered this tournament, Graham? Did he ever tell you why?
He might have. But I only learned 2 words of his language.
A horrendous famine struck Achaka's village, Ichtuwe. He left his suffering family to enter this tournament. He hoped to seek an audience with the king to plead for help. It was a long shot, even for him.
Oh, great. So because of me, a whole village will starve. That makes me feel better.
No. Because of you, a village will be saved. Achaka was impressed by you. He told me he was watching you on your travels to Daventry, and that you seemed like the type of person that could inspire change. More so than those bucketheads anyways. If you're not going to compete for yourself or me, do it for the Ichtuans. They need you. You're their last hope.
For those brave souls that are still with us, welcome back. Now, you may have heard some squawking from a few naysayers in our kingdom concerned with the ethics of the tournament. But proclamations and addendums aside, this is the way we have always done it in Daventry, and this is the way we will continue to do it. Now, Knight Hopefuls, if you would be so kind as to present your eyes.
Hold still.
I'd look happier if that was my eye.
I'd look less happy if that was my face.
Look who's talking.
Yes, look who is talking.
Congratulations, everybody. we officially accept all the eyes presented. I'll see you in the duels.
Take that and that! Oh. Mr. Springbottom. What? You're surprised I'm competing in the stuffed animal tournament? You know what? I will make some stories of my own. I'll pick up where my last book left off. It was called 31 Ways to Slay a Monster. Yar! Arr! Ya-ya! Hi-ya! Hi-ya! That's what you get, Mr. Springbottom. Hi-ya!
Gwendolyn!
I'm sorry, Grandma.
Oh, I'll take care of it, dear. I came to tell you your grandfather is ready for you. Run along, go have some adventures. Just try to have your next adventure away from my glass vases, please.
Now it's time for my favourite part of the tournament, the duels. Ha-ha! You will compete against each other in a duel of strength and a duel of speed, with the winners facing off in a championship duel of wits.
The pairings of knights were selected at random, so no complaining. I'm looking at you, Whisper.
Any ties will be settled in sudden death. The winner, of course, will gain the knight position.
The duel of strength will take place at our fantastical and wondrous floating island.
And bring your steed to the tournament theatre for the duel of speed.
Please unveil the tournament board.
I will remain here for any questions.
Good luck!
Which did you tackle first? The duel of speed or the duel of strength?
I wasn't strong enough to move that rock. I'd always been a straight shooter, but Achaka opened my eyes.
All right, that one wasn't that bad.
Well, thank you.